Hey guys, welcome to another very special audio commentary done by Diggity. This is actually a match between G5 and Incontrol. Artosis is apparently also watching, as is 11. You can check out Artosis, Incontrol, and G5 in the Patriotic Eagles tournament. Supposedly I'm going to be doing some commentary on that in the near future. We'll see how that works out though. Incontrol starting at the 12 o'clock position, G5 starting at the 9 o'clock position. This is Katrina. If you guys don't know who G5 is, he's a really good Protoss player and actually a really nice guy. I've had a couple conversations with him. He's going to be, again, on the Patriotic Eagles tournament. He's in the USA Team A. Great Protoss player. Incontrol, I think I'm not going to say he's the most popular Brood War player at the moment, but definitely he's gotten a lot of screen time lately. Representing us at the World Cyber Games, I thought he did an excellent job with doing that along with Artosis. I guess Idra, I would say Idra right now is probably, because going to congratulations to him, going to be going to basically Korea to be esports professional. I hope he does well, represents the US well. Anyway, yeah, Incontrol, king of sarcasm and undetectable, etc. And a jerk, total jerk, saying I can't detect sarcasm, which is true. I'm just not a sarcastic person. I'm what they call a straight shooter. People that know me well know I have trouble with that, with sarcasm. Anyway, but this should be a fun game. Give you a little overview of the map. This is Katrina. You have this generator right here, which basically you can get a pretty good block right there going. Looks like G5 is actually getting counterclockwise scout. Let me take map reveal off because it looks like the game's kind of getting underway. And looks like Incontrol actually spotted the wrong direction. G5 coming in, he's going to try to harass this drone. Looks like Incontrol is going to go for a pretty standard 2 hatchery build, which makes sense on a map like Katrina because you've got that protected natural, this protected secondary right here. So why not? And I like that. G5 putting a pylon at the secondary, going to harass Incontrol a little bit. I don't think that's going to slow Incontrol down too much. As you can see, he's just getting his hatchery down anyway. In the meantime, a forge down for Incontrol. We'll see if he looks like he's just hitting 150 resources. Probably going to seal his front door and actually go for a Bisu build, which requires a ton of micromanagement. I mean, we'll see how he does with that. Spawning pool going down for Incontrol, and looks like G5 is going to come back to get a scout out. And actually, looks like, yeah, he's putting down 2 cannons at the secondary. I really like that maneuver on his part. I was kind of wondering why he was bringing that probe all the way back. I'm like, why the hell is he bringing his probe back? Gonna put 2 cannons, try to take the secondary down. This leaves his front door a little bit vulnerable, and we'll see if basically Incontrol gonna have to pull his drones off the line to take these cannons out. But the second question is Incontrol immediately gonna kind of push into a Zergling rush? I think if he immediately, as soon as he takes these cannons down, look like he does have the resources. If he builds a couple of basically a group of Zerglings and just rushes at G5's front, I'm not sure that G5 is going to be able to stop it. Spawning pool finishing now. It looks like he only has a single larva out though, and it looks like he opted to build 2 more drones instead, so not going to go for the front door rush. So as you can see, that cannon getting down right now, and basically I feel like if he had went 6ling right at that point, I don't know that G5 would have been able to stop him, but he might have actually started the drones before basically the that expansion. I'm sorry, before those 2 cannons went up. G5 sending out another probe. Pylon's still up, and this just kind of moving in overlord position now. So now the game's actually starting. G5 is going to be a little bit ahead economically because one, he's going to have, a little bit behind economically because again used those 2 cannons to kind of get an early cheese off. Looks like he's going to take his secondary and probably go straight into a Corsair, and we'll see if he decides to go for a Corsair DT build. I haven't seen a ton of games with G5, but the ones I have seen, he generally doesn't go Templar, and I don't think I've seen him. Usually he'll go kind of standard ground and pound with Zealots and Dragoons, and I think he does a really good job with Zealots especially. And Extractor going down for Incontrol, so it looks like he's going to start switching to higher tech. He's bringing this Overlord just to make sure get a scout at the lower corner. He might be thinking about setting up a 3rd expansion there, and just in case DTs are in that area, he wants to have that Overlord in place, is my guess. G5 again sending out this probe. I'm not sure if he's going for scout. Incontrol, for whatever reason, going to open up his front door with these Zerglings, get rid of that map artifact. I'm not quite sure why he's doing that. Maybe put down another hatchery at that location. We'll see. A couple Zerglings pushing out now. G5's scout, we'll see. I think he'll be able to make it by those Zerglings just fine. Actually, the Zergling's going to go route around, all the way around. And I don't know if that's going to be all that. Well, first of all, as you can see, G5's front door very well sealed. Got the gateway in front, producing a Zealot now. He has the gas down, and probably, the Cybernetics core going at the moment, so definitely going into more of a Bisu type build. Incontrol in the meantime, bringing his lings all the way around. I'm not quite sure if I understand why he's doing that. Second colony going down at the front door of Incontrol. lost track of G5's probe. I'm not sure if it managed to get through or not. There it is right there. So it looks like the sun colony is not going to be up in time. So G5 is going to be able to scout this, just basically go straight by. And as we can see, 2 evolution chambers down for In Control. So he already upgrading some carapace there. So he's going for probably an Ultralisk build, Ling Ultralisk most likely. And we'll see that for sure. He could go Hydralisks though. I don't think that would make much sense. Especially not, never mind, I won't get into that. And he is in fact going for the melee upgrade, so upgrading Lings. And let's see, actually, In Control is going to be a little bit ahead. He's going to have level 1 weapons, but ultimately, I think In Control might end up ahead overall, especially because you can see the Stargate going up. So G5, in fact, dedicating to a Corsair type build. He has both expansions going at full production. The Overlord coming down. I guess that was the purpose of the Overlord of the Southern expansion, going to get a scout down on the secondary. In the meantime, looks like In Control is going to take his 3rd expansion, just going to expand around the map, which is pretty typical these days against the Corsair type build, the Bisu type build, and now he's upgrading to Lair. And the question is In Control going to have a Hydralisk Den out or something? Basically, I guess he could put down a Sunken Colony, or I should say a Spore Colony, to defend against this incoming Corsair, but I'm not sure. 3 Zealots out, by the way, and now producing a Dragoon. We'll see if he basically is going to have anything to counter this initial Corsair, because yeah, he's getting his Hydralisk Den down right now, but I think he's going to be a little bit behind, so I think he is going to lose a decent amount of Overlords in the meantime. Still has this drone camped out here. It looks like that is the position he wants to take, but I'm not sure if he's going to be successful in doing that. In the meantime, losing this Overlord, this might cost In Control actually early in the game, because he's going to lose a couple Overlords to that Corsair harass, but in the meantime, this Dragoon's going to take kind of carelessly In Control losing that Corsair right there, another gateway going up. So G5 basically going to switch immediately, getting a robotics facility down, so might switch into a Reaver type build. We'll see. Starting to take out Overlords here. As you can see, nothing to protect these Overlords. In Control might actually just be throwing that Overlord out there just to kind of delay, make sure he doesn't lose more than he has to at his main. Lair Tech is now up, and we'll see, looks like a Creep Colony. I think that is going to be the Spore Colony that's going to try to defend these 2 Overlords. We'll see. And level 1 still going for both sides. Looks like level 1 weapons almost done for G5, and I think G5 as a result is probably going to switch into more of a Zealot type build, although he could, looks like the Citadel is going down. He could in fact go into a kind of DT type build. We'll see. 2 more gateways going down, so switching very heavily into production, and actually looks like he made a little mistake there, put down 2 Citadels, probably lost track of his first one. And more pylons going down in the secondary, and as you can see, that let's see, keep track of that Corsair. Corsair pushing up. Looks like it was a little bit damaged, but in the meantime, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, In Control lost a lot of size. Going to lose another Overlord right here, a little bit behind, is having to dedicate kind of to basically producing Overlords at this point. A couple Lings going across the minimap, so it looks like In Control might be setting up for an initial attack here. 3 more Corsairs out, managed to take out both Overlords. And yeah, it looks like a decent sized protection on the front. We've got kind of a Spore Colony and a Hydralisk. I'm not sure if that, and I think G5 isn't going to just go after that single Overlord. Instead, he's going to go to the secondary and go after this grouping of Overlords. I'm not sure if that single Spore Colony is going to basically be enough to defend from basically these 4, is that 4 or 3? I'm having trouble counting there. I'm going to say 4 Corsairs. Spire going up in the meantime for In Control. In Control looks like he's actually going to take the south. He does have this secondary over here. I'm sorry, this second expansion up over here. And now, yeah, G5 just going to go in and pummel down these Overlords. In Control trying to draw them back, loses another one, and this is going to really set In Control back, losing a lot of psi here. And again, in the red as far as the psi count goes, which is definitely, first of all, it's going to put In Control a little bit behind, but also it's going to give G5 a lot of time to get his economy up. Looks like he is going for more of a Reaver instead of, I guess he probably going speed. He can double upgrade speed here, super fast Zealots. Instead going for a dual Reaver drop build, and we'll see. And actually G5's in a little bit of trouble here, because really what he needs to be doing at this point is start taking that 3rd expansion. What In Control needs to start thinking about is denying that 3rd expansion. As you can see, he has a couple Lings in the outward positions. He also has this Ling camped here. He's definitely thinking of that. I think G5 might opt to go for this expansion. That's that's usually the standard one to go, but it's very difficult for Protoss opponents to kind of defend that against Zerg. And now In Control, In Control has a lot of Overlords out, doing okay on psi again, and I think that Corsair harass with just basically G5 hasn't continued to commit to it. Looks like G5 is going to actually take this expansion. I'm a little surprised at that, going for the mineral expansion instead of the gas expansion, which really indicates to me he's going for more of a wow,